Can you give them a round of applause for being up here? I just told them backstage that we've been praying for some young folks. I mean, we have a lot of great friends on their team, but the younger the people you sponsor, the longer your business goes. Are you with me? So the interesting thing is we all got to learn what's attracting them. How are we going to get this happening so we can bring more of these great individuals onto our team? So we're excited to have you. Thank you all for sharing this morning. And by the way, every one of these folks are crushing the business. So this is exciting. We've got brand new ranks. They're rocketing through the ranks, and we'll kind of mention it. Hopefully I get it right. They're so new that I'm getting to know them as I'm asking the questions. Is that exciting? All right. So we're going to start here first with Corinne. Where's Corinne? Okay, I'm just learning. Corinne. I just met Corinne and Christian for the first time. Give them a hand, all right? Where are you guys from, by the way?
We're from Missouri, so like an hour south of St. Louis.
All right. So what is attracting your generation to the X39 wearable device?
There's so many things, but I know that the technology, we are obviously getting older, and there's some aches and pains, and I've been struggling a lot with my health.
See, so it's not difficult to bring them up. I know one thing too, that all ages, I'm looking out at Carl and Kathy. Did they do a great job today? Right? They had their testimony too was their son had cystic acne. Nobody could help him. No doctors, no dermatologists. They put the patch on, it disappeared. So I mean, you know, you sponsor the younger folks too. You got all different. There's nothing really the X39. We're going to get David Schmidt up here later on today, and he's going to tell us there's nothing that the X39 won't take care of. So thank you, Corinne. All right, Kendall. The benefits and end results of this business are life-changing. Explain how you guys and your team are put together the effort to achieve freedom that Lifewave provides. So tell us a little bit about how you guys are doing it and why you're doing it.
Yeah, so we have been in this industry, well, I've been in this industry since I was 18 years old. And we've had a lot of success, but also many failures. And I think that when we looked at this opportunity, we saw the system that you guys had in place and the technology, the fact that it was patented, and it was just, I mean, something that we could not pass up. So we gave up something really, really huge in order to do this. And we've only been doing this now for 5 weeks. This is our 5th week. So.
By the way, Kendall, what is your rank in 5 weeks?
Senior Presidential Director. What I was going to say is our team hit SPD. We could not have done this alone. So, you know, that's just, we're so thankful for the people that we've been able to introduce to this technology and this opportunity. But the system is really what had me like, oh my gosh, this is plug and play. All we need to do is enroll people and plug them in. So simple. And I want you guys to understand, no one else has this. We came from a really large company that had been around for 10 years. No one has this system, and it's invaluable. I mean, and the fact that you have it for free, I mean, it blows my mind. So I really want you guys to understand what you have on your hands.
And I appreciate the humbleness of these couples too, because they hit the ranks so quickly, but they understand sticking together as a team and seeing exactly what's going on. They know one thing, that they're going to be part of this system. We want everyone. That's why we're shooting this panel. So we want everyone part of it as you make it happen, and let's work together as a team. This is a team effort, not one or two people. It's all of us together are going to bring all of our friends to wherever they want to go health-wise and obviously in their finances and their financial freedom. So let's go to Kyle. Kyle, obviously you talk about the technology of X39, but do you talk about money and the unlimited income potential to your friends and prospects?
That's all we talk about.
Another Mike Hernandez.
No, I mean, the way of the world, the 9 to 5, I mean, everybody knows, right? 9 to 5, work 30 years, retire, work 40 years, retire, it's gone. Nobody wants that, especially, and I don't even consider myself in y'all's generation. I think I'm the oldest person up here. But no one wants that anymore. And so here's what people have to understand, and here's what we just preach every single day. You're taking a 30, 40-year career right here, and you're crunching it down into 3 or 4 years. So all the memories, all the money, all the trips, all the impact, all the everything is 30, 40 years, 3 to 4 years. That's it, right? But here's what comes with that. Highs and lows. You have to be really good at managing highs and lows in this business, because if you look back over your career, if you really do something for 30 or 40 years, you remember good times and bad times by years, sometimes even decades. Here, highs and lows, I used to say daily, and my wife's like, no, it's hourly. So we have to be really, really good at managing our emotions, right? You leave here, you're all fired up, you're excited, you sponsor the next Mike, right? You sponsor the next Devin and Sarah. 2 days later, they call you back, they're returning their kit. So it's high, low. You have to be really good at managing that. And then the other thing is, since we're doing this, a 30, 40-year career in 3 to 4 years, guys, this business loves speed. You can never replace momentum. And so you got to get after it, and you got to go fast, and you got to just create momentum as fast as you can, and then just power into it. So, yeah.
Now, what I suggest every young person, this is from me, and I love being up here with all these guys, because my wife and I were mentored in our late 20s. We signed up in this industry. We are mentored by a neurologist, one of the top neurologists in the country, and his wife. They mentored us and helped us, guide us, tell us exactly what to do and how to say it and make it happen. So I love this. I did the same thing at my training center, my water ski center, help people become world champions. If I became world champion. So it's great to work together. So and mentor the young folks to make it happen. Obviously, what rank are you, Kyle?
More my wife, senior presidential director.
Okay, so you guys are senior presidential director. Give him a hand, all right? Congratulations, Joe and Kyle. And I will say this much, the time to run in the young generation right now, you heard Kyle, they're running now. So if you've got some kids, if you're a kid or you think you're a kid, we want to run now, because now is the time when I say 36 months. You've heard me say 36 months. That squash that time frame in. But the time to run in the young Gen or the Gen X age group is right now, because we're doing it together, right? That leads me to Bo Brannon. Give him a hand. He's a senior presidential director. One thing about the system, to go back to what Kendall was saying, we like to have people that are making it happen, all right? We don't like to teach on theory. They're doing it. That's important, all right? So do you see that this is a team system as a big time saver?
100%, Steve. Yeah, I don't try to do a whole lot of convincing. I just point to the tools and testimonies and get everyone on the Zoom meetings and, leverage all that. But I think my biggest thing is really detaching myself from external circumstances. I want to be able to improve the quality of individuals' lives, and doing so, that's created 7-figure business yearly for myself. And I'm really just trying to do that, help as many people as I can, 10 friends, be able to travel the world, and just create a better life for themselves. So, but yeah, the pro system is so amazing, just being able to leverage that system. And I really appreciate you just helping me grow my business, and my parents as well, Scott and Brandon. If it wasn't for those guys, I wouldn't be at where I am financially today, so I appreciate you. Yeah.
Now, what I love about Bo is he's on all these trips we've been on, because he's been a SPD for a while, and he's like a sponge. He's always wanting and learning and listening, and that's what's exciting. I mean, you want to be humble. Even as fast as you hit a rank, you still want to be humble to learn from those that are teaching people how to have a business that solidifies your business. You don't just want to hit the rank. That's what Kyle was saying. Yeah, it's great that we hit the rank, but we got to get all our friends to hit the rank, get all of you to hit the rank. Then your business is rock solid, because if you're the only one making money, you don't have a solid business. You want everyone winning and succeeding in your business. Bo, do you talk about money when you're talking to somebody, or just the patch?
I mean, I love talking about the money. I mean, I went to college for 5 years, and right now in society, a lot of college students are in massive debt, and they're working to pay off, break even, and, working 40 years, like Kyle said, and just to retire on 40%, and that's not necessarily what I want to do. I wanted to create generational wealth for myself and for years to come. So, just getting into it, I love talking about money with my peers, and more than anything, just talking about, time freedom, being able to focus on what you're passionate about, being able to spend time with your family is super important, because, you look back on your life and you're not going to get those years back, so you want to really focus on being able to, I would rather be moderately wealthy and healthy than filthy rich and die young, so it's just super important that this business, I love so much about it, because we're focusing on the health and the finance, so I just love that. Yeah.
Amazing. Aren't these guys amazing? So mature for their age. I want you to see that. I'm going to go back to Kendall a second before I come to Joe, because I want to set this up. Kendall, we know you guys are crushing social media. We're going to all learn from you all about social media. Give us a quick tip of a post that gets a lot of attraction. Maybe some of us folks that are a little more mature can make a copy of one of your posts. Give it a shot.
So I think on social media, the most powerful thing you can do is create curiosity. You never just want to put it all out there. You want people to come to you and say, hey, what is that? What are you doing? What is that patch? What does it do? You want people to wonder, and you want them to ask you in a direct message or a private message. So an example of a curiosity post would be, I'm so excited. I've got my hands on something that nobody else has. It's super unique. It's not a Me Too product, and not hair care, not skincare, not supplements, not makeup. There's zero competition, and everyone with a heartbeat needs this technology. And if you left it at that, you can catch the replay and listen to what I said, because some of you are like, hang on, I need to write this down. I mean, just basically saying no one else has this, you know? It's not a Me Too product. All the things you already know. And just putting it out there like that, and then making sure that you are telling people what to do on the post. And what I mean by that is, DM me the word info. DM me the word Zoom. You know, if there's a Zoom call and you're talking about a Zoom call, or DM me, you have to tell them to direct message you a certain word, and they will do it. But if you just let it hang there, then they're not gonna, you know, just message you. You have to tell people what to do.
Wow, that's incredible. I'm learning myself. All right, Kendall, real quick, how about staying compliant? Is it important to stay compliant on social media? Okay, come on.
So yeah, we are definitely learning about compliance with our team. You have to be very careful about what you say on social media, because the whole wide world can see it. And it's important to stay compliant, because you don't want to make false promises for someone, because everybody is different, right? So when we're talking about the technology, you have to make sure that you're not saying any diseases, that you're not promising someone something, because you don't know what's going to happen, right? Everybody's different. And then when it comes to the financial part of it, you also have to be careful about what you're posting on social media, because it's the same thing, false promises. Just because you sign up in this company does not mean you're going to make money, right? Most of us will, but you can't promise someone that. So that's where being compliant, the FTC, you know, everyone's watching, especially when you have growth like this. We've been a part of something where we grew really, really fast. Like I said, we were doing that for 8 years, and we've ran into compliance before, and it's because the major growth, all eyes are on us. So it's a good thing and also a bad thing, you know?
Kendall, you were with us in our company we were at before. Did you have any success? I mean,
No.
like major success?
When I was 18 years old,
Yeah.
I signed up in that company,
Yeah.
and I never made a dime.
No. But you stuck in there.
Yeah.
And you went to the next one. Did you have success in the very next one?
No.
No.
So I failed in 5 companies
Okay?
miserably,
Yeah.
never made a dime.
Yeah.
And then my 6th company, can I tell you how much?
You had a
No.
home run.
Had a home run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this company, I mean, we
Hitting a
hit,
home run.
Yeah, SPD.
And
I won't
hey, tell me-
say the amount,
No.
but
To do this, tell us
how quickly,
how quickly
SPD?
compared to where, you know, compare.
Oh, well,
8
in my
years.
last company, it took 7 months to hit the top of the company, and we did it in 14 days.
So,
So doable.
now, but I wanted you to see her
Oh, no.
stamina and her grit. You get that? Come on, there's young people or mature people in 2 weeks. She went through 5 or 6 companies to hit a home run. Let's go. She was that hungry to learn. Think about that.
Well, can I just say this real quick? What I learned when I joined the 6th company is that this business is 90% mindset and 10% strategy. And when I realized that, it's up here. It's literally between your ears. You have control of what you're doing. And so when I realized that, sky's the limit.
All right, thank you. Okay, Joe, can't wait to ask you this question. Is it important to stay authentic on social media?
Okay, I'm very, very, very passionate about this question because I don't know how to be fake anyway. So you just kind of, what you see is what you get. Not only is it important to be authentic on social media, it's important to be authentic anytime, any place, anywhere. But I want to share this little story really, really quick because we found ourselves in our prior business in like just this stall, just this funk, and like, what is going on? What's happening? And when we kind of like really sat down and thought about it and evaluated it, I was like, man, I've really gotten into this comparison game. Like I don't present like her. I don't know the numbers like her. I don't do this. And we just kind of landed in a place where it was like, man, you really can't compare yourself to anyone else. You have to show up who you are, like authentically who you are. I think it's like a really cool superpower. If you'll just show up how God made you to be and the special you. Listen, there's already one of them, so don't try to be them, be you. And so yes, it's very, very, very important to do that and go achieve your goals, being the best version of you.
I like what you said there too. I'm going to throw another one at you. Don't compare. Should they be careful not to compare themselves how quickly someone succeeded because they don't know Kendall's story. I'm glad she told us that. Isn't that important to not compare yourself how quickly you go through because your moment's coming if you stick with us.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, I would just encourage everybody to look in the mirror and say, hey, why not me? I was the girl that watched everyone live out their dreams, and heck, my dreams a lot of time, but for whatever reason, they were more qualified to do it. They had the more following. They had the fill in the blank. And I just think at some point we all have to look in the mirror and go, why not me? Why not me? I'm qualified. I am more qualified for, hey, this is a good line. This is one I held on to. I'm more qualified for my dreams than anyone else. And we can all say that. So,
Thank you. Amazing. Okay, now, Lauren, okay? We're going to ask you a question. This is, and I've seen Lauren in action because I've seen her at the opportunity meetings. Her dad is Reggie Stewart. This is Lauren Stewart. She's doing an incredible job. And I've seen her in Georgia at our meetings that are jam-packed. Am I right? Okay. Right. This is great because I've seen her in action implementing this. Lauren, do you only sponsor and talk to next-gen age group, all right? Or do you talk to all different age groups?
Everybody has stem cells that need activating or reactivating, so I definitely talk to everyone. Just one quick person I'll bring up is Miss Wanda. So that's our neighbor, and we actually sponsored her almost a year ago now. She came in that bronze, and we just kept dripping on her. You know, some people you drip on, you talk to 1 million people, and then those people will, come back around at some point. So fast forward to about a month ago, Ms. Stephen, Jean, and Merritt came to Tucker, Georgia, and she came to the presentation. We kept on, like, Miss Wanda, you have to come, you have to come. I'm telling you, once you get there, they're gonna take care of the rest. So she came, about 15 minutes in, she sitting up a little bit differently. I was nudging my mom like, hey, look at Miss Wanda. She said, and we knew it. And so about midway through the presentation, she wanted to know, when's this Believe convention? How can I get my ticket? And then that next day, she upgraded from bronze all the way to diamond. And fast forward, my dad, Reggie Stewart, and my uncle / my mom and dad's really good friend of 4 years almost, Jeff Payton, they give a presentation in the Atlanta area every other week. And that very next presentation, she brought 8 people and 7 people signed up right then and there. And I say that now Ms. Wanda's 60 years old. She's not in my age group at all, but I understood you have to talk to everyone. Everybody needs help. Whether it be financially, whether it be with their health, or they know somebody who does. So I definitely encourage everyone to keep sharing it with as many people as possible because you never know when it's going to be that person who helps your business to skyrocket or that blessing that you just need to hear that helps you get out of bed the next morning because you hear of how this patch helped to turn their life around, whether it be with their